This is going to be round 6, another great matchup. We got the Zerg player Nerchio versus the Terran player StoRyWISH. Have yet to run into Nerchio before. He is a great player. Meanwhile, I have broadcasted a couple times StoRyWISH. Really good, usually very conservative Terran. He's not like Zima, very pressure filled, but either way, a really good player. Masters, so it's gonna be interesting. Gonna be interesting to watch and see what they do. At the top left, we do have Designer. He is starting off as our Zerg player on Tal'Darim Altar, and we do have at the top right is StoRyWISH. Big map. What do you expect to see, Ryan?
Well, unless there's going to be two proxy barracks in the middle, I think this might end up being a long game. I would definitely expect to see Hellions, but there's a really good tank push. These positions will be perfect for that for the Terran player, so you might siege up by the natural.
Yeah, I would probably expect a little bit of an early expo coming up from Designer, because why not? Tal'Darim, big map, no reason not to. Yeah, I guess unless he's got bunkers or something he's going to go 2 racks really quick, I don't think he's going to worry too much about it. We do see that the 10 supply is dropping down right now. And yeah, just mainly guys in the production phase. Take a look really quick at the APM tab, and oh man, both of these players are going pretty wild. Look at StoRyWISH, man, he is up
Oh
in the,
wow.
yeah, looking at the APM, StoRyWISH is up close in the high 200s, 300s, and yes, Designer did. I mean, Nerchio, I'm gonna make sure I correct myself. It was like last TL Open where TSL Hart had that
Different name,
he had
sure.
that Smurf account, and I couldn't help but like not call him TSL Hart. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, a lot of these players who aren't normally on the American server are borrowing accounts, so they won't always have the same name. But we do see standard barracks placement for StoRyWISH, and refinery going down, so we won't see anything super cheesy yet.
Yeah, nothing really super cheesy, and that does look like StoRyWISH is not excited about taking a quick natural. So sure, that should be kind of interesting. We'll probably definitely see some blue flame play. Definitely any unit that could get across the map fairly quick. It's going to be very useful.
We could
Depending.
definitely see a Reaper too. We'll see if he throws a tech lab down anytime
Mhm.
soon.
Yeah, depending on that. I mean, Reaper is going to be really good scouting out, and we do see a little bit of SCV harass. I wonder if
Oh,
that
and
SCV is going to move.
the CV might die.
The
Oh
SCV
boy.
might go, and oh,
Oh,
SCV gets killed.
well, that's a shame.
Nerd, man,
Sorry.
that is a shame. Now he's got to pull off of SCV with the actually already mined mineral patch. Not good for him. Looking back at the Nerchio cam, we do see he's finally getting an extractor right now. Getting normal. I think that's pretty normal time. Gas spawning pool is just about finished, and we do
Yeah,
see
that
StoRyWISH is getting to
ended.
see everything. He doesn't see that there's like any double gas or anything like really awkward going on just yet.
We do see the factory going down for StoRyWish. No add-ons yet though, so not really any clue what it could be. No
Uh,
tech gas.
Once
So.
this Marine pops out, potential maybe for a reactor. We will see if maybe reactor tech lab and he does that little switch. But not in a hurry. And yeah, there it is. There's the reactor that's going to get placed onto the barracks.
Okay, a little pause here.
We got a little pause, guys. Here, we got a little bit of We got a pause. We'll have a little bit of station identification. Oh man, this morning broadcast is definitely brought to you by Starbucks. I don't even know if I'd be alive without coffee this morning.
It was quite a long tournament last night.
Well, here, looking at my laptop, since we were in a little bit of a pause, what's your guys' favorite coffee place? Oh, we're back. Damn. All right, you guys, chat, figure that question out. What's your guys' favorite coffee place? Is it Starbucks? Is it somewhere else? Let me know. Make a huge, like, 300, like, chats, like a big, like, chat stream just talking about coffee. All right, anyways, factory is just about done. Reactor is almost finished. I think the StoRyWISH, because he lost that supply depot, is a little bit bad on his timing right now. But definitely looks like he's going to do that standard switch to the factory over to the barracks and get a couple of Hellions
A
out and
second
start.
factory as well, so this could be a mech play after all.
Oh, wow. Second factory, very interesting. Usually at this point, usually you see that second factory getting dropped a little later. I mean, he is still sitting on 1 gas. Not sure why he's doing that just yet.
This is
Um,
very interesting. It looks like. Oh, okay, never mind. He is going to switch the factory and the barracks, but for a second there he wasn't. So.
mhm. Yeah, so
Direct.
A couple Hellions should pop out here right following up, and they're just gonna pretty much do a little bit of poking, a little bit of harass,
It
do a
looks like
little
he's building a second reactor, so I think we'll definitely see a lot of Hellion.
second reactor. Yeah, I guess StoRyWISH is trying to meta game. I guess I don't know. I don't really know Nerchio's play that well, so I can't exactly say if it's meta game related. I am wondering why the factory is just kind of sitting here watching the reactor kind of build. He could
Yeah, I'm
be,
not sure why he would do that. I
and
think you could
also,
definitely build a Hellion in the time it takes for a reactor to build, so
exactly.
kind of gave up one Hellion there.
Right now, Nerchio does have only a few lings. He does have a spine crawler in the front. And looks like he's trying to wall off with unit structures with the Evo chamber and the Roach Warren. So we'll see some roaches. So fairly smart play.
Yeah, I love
I'm
that.
gonna
That's
assume that
definitely.
eventually that Nerchio is probably gonna try to transit. If he sees those roaches, he'll eventually try to transition into tanks and do that little marine tank medevac play that you see a lot of times when it comes to TVZ.
Now we see another barrack, so I don't think it'll be just mech, but we will probably see some kind of tank push. But there's just so many Hellions.
Yeah, look at that. I'm counting right now a total of 7 right now in this little ball as I'm watching.
Oh, I see. And we see a Marauder being produced, so I think this might be some kind of Marauder Hellion all in. It's hard to say right now, but definitely looks like it could be.
He does have to be careful though. He can't lose all these Hellions. He just lost one.
Yeah.
He's about to lose another one right here, and loses another one. He's down to 6 Hellions, and that 6th one is a very low health. He is sending more Hellions over.
And I think the thing is, he's producing so many Hellions that he feels like he can throw them away, and it's probably right with that.
Yeah, I mean, Hellions are actually, when you look at it, they're actually fairly disposable units. Only 100 minerals, don't take up any of your gas unless you're getting the Blue Flame upgrade. So
The
no,
issue is, he's really not doing any damage, and he's losing a lot of Hellions.
that would be the only problem, yep.
So we do see an expansion going on.
Yeah,
So
in the natural, yep, we do have StoRyWISH getting the expansion out right now. He's still keeping those factories on reactors. Actually, one just hopped on the tech lab. I am wondering when he decides to transition. I don't know if he's going to try to do like some kind of all-in push, and it doesn't look like it because he's putting a bunker out in front of his natural and just kind of
I
hanging
think
out here.
he'll probably switch the barracks. Yeah, he's switching the barracks over to the reactor, so he's just going straight Marine tank from what I can tell. I don't even know if he'll make any more Hellions. He might just build another barracks on that other reactor too.
Yeah, just I'm very interested to play StoRyWISH. It's really unorthodox to watch what he's doing. I can't really exactly decipher what his mindset is. He's got 2 barracks, 2 factories, and just finally put his expo up.
We see Nerchio is taking his third at a further location where there aren't rocks while he's trying to break down the rocks.
We do see a nice little push coming out by StoRyWISH, but I don't think there's going to be enough units. There are way too many roaches in this army ball right now, and he's got to be careful.
I don't know if
He's
this
got
will
to
go
be careful engaging this. The lings might get fried, but the problem is there are about 8 or 9, 10 roaches right now, and the Marauder and the Marine are going down. Looks like Nerchio just very. He's got a good unit composition. I mean, he didn't continue making lings, and look at that. He does take his 4th over here in the kind of middle left corner. And it looks like he's already planning to take his 3rd, so if Nerchio is able to continue what he's doing, he's about to take a huge economic advantage if he could get both of those bases up and running.
We see roach speed going down, so I think Nerchio might be considering going for a lot more roaches.
And, I mean, why not? Especially the fact that StoRyWISH hasn't really shown that he's going really tanks when he's just gone mass Hellions. That's the unit you want until StoRyWISH gives him a reason to, or until Nerchio scouts it out. I think he should actually probably keep going that way.
He might be he might think this is just a mech play because he's seen so few bio units. I think he's getting into the station pit, so he might be just preparing for mech right now.
Oh, he's pushing out. Got to be careful there. Cannot lead with those Hellions right there. Those roaches will absolutely maul them.
You know, for the most part, this basically is just a mech push. There's a bunch of Marauders supporting against the roaches,
wow.
but
God, look at
only
I
two
like
tanks.
this. Are you looking at this? Nerchio is actually building a macro hatch right next to his 3rd.
Oh, I see.
So
I've
not
seen
only
that
he's
a few
getting
times.
economic boost, he's going to get unit boost. Wow, I've actually yet to see that. So like that.
That'll help spread creep too for that base. We see 3 infestors on the way. Passaging glands will finish in time for that.
Tanks siege up, and we got a little bit of an engagement right here coming out in the middle of the map. Most of the Hellions are getting caught down, and a lot of roaches are here. If they engage these tanks properly, these tanks should go down, and StoRyWISH is going to be bad. Oh,
GG.
Wow, yeah, GG.
Too many roaches with speed on creep. That was just too many units were thrown away by StoRyWISH for him to really be able to put up a good push like that.
Well, I think he didn't transition early enough into something else. He just kept making a lot of Hellions without proper reason, especially after he saw Roaches. He should have just straight up gone tanks. Get another factory, get tanks out, get Marines out, get medevacs, and transition into more assault later game with your unit composition.
Yeah, I
Sad.
think Nerchio just held off those Hellions so well.